And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, the second baseman, Tyler Wade.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Romine gloves it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Brandon Drury is looking to turn it around right now. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
So striding forward now, Jonathan Davis. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to left. Duvall has a beat on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Brandon Drury will bat next. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Shorty is there and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Smoke waiting on the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Got him.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. First offering on its way. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep to center field. Owings ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Randall Grichuk.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fast. Turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. He swings and grounds it to short. To his left, Romine. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Reese McGuire. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. McGuire, just 24 years of age. He's a second-year big leaguer. Ball 2.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Duvall will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite...
Settling in now, Tyler Wade. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. At the plate, Jonathan Davis flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. No runs, no hits. 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Brandon Drury.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Owings. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First offering on its way. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Rowdy Tellez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And this will be fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Rendell Grichuk goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Didn't mess around much in that at bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else.
Now
3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield brings it in. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Halfway home still. Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Galvis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now batting, number 10.
In now, Reese McGuire. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Now here it comes. And he struck him out.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Into the box now, Tyler Wade. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Popped up. Cuthbert in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So another good inning. Striding into the box, Jonathan Davis. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Sought toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Brandon Drury.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is foul right side. No runs, just one hit, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Strike 2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Over the bullpen and into the stands. That's one long home run. It's a solo homer for Brandon Drury, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
0-1 the count. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
The batter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Rowdy Tellez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. This one's down to third. Cuthbert gloves it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is. Kevin McCarthy has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Toronto get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Luis Carrillo gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Tuesday night baseball set to come your
now,
way from Fenway Park in Boston.
2019
Tonight, the second of three to start the week
Red
between the
Sox.
Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming up next. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Play ball.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off
Leading
here
off
in the bottom half of the
Red
first.
Sox, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Popped him up. Cuthbert has a play. 1 out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
The second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Popped up. Romine has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's always a long ball threat, currently fourth in the American League in that department.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Red Sox turned away in the first. We've played an inning in Boston. No score here on the show. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
The right fielder, Mookie.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a fifth-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Count remains at 0-2.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
First offering on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping up to the plate, Steve Pearce, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Popped him up. Perez shading to his right, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
So digging in now, Brock Holt.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Brock Holt.
Here's the first pitch to him. The first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Batting 9th, the catcher, Christian.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Popped up. Romine over to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Andrew Benintendi. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Benintendi is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Hit hard back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. First offering on its way. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So coming to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Into the box, Mookie Betts, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
From the stretch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Pedroia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down. Moves on.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Here.
First pitch on its way. This ball will be chopped foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Fouled off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Leading off the inning, Eduardo Nunez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is popped up. Romine is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone.
Now
and that'll bring up the versatile
fielder,
utility man, Brock Holt.
Holt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Holt carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Set to deliver the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rickards under it. And the inning is over. In order go so the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate Andrew Benintendi. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Romine is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hits this one hard the other way. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First offering on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First delivery to him on the way. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1.
No strike.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Another 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Brock Holt now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Standing in, Christian Vasquez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rickard is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Benintendi. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Down the third baseline. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Duvall ranging back, and it's gone into the monster seats.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
5-2 the final score tonight. Kansas City led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Buzz Shorty notches his third win of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Jake Diekman gets a 4-out save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
And remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it starts right now. Matthew Boyd will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, Dan?
hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Let's play ball. 3.
So digging in now, Dawa Lugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tigers, the second baseman, Dawel Lugo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Under hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Jordy Mercer now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Lugo leads off second with nobody out. And a step off. And another foul ball. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's got over 1,500 RBIs in his career. Man, I'd hate to see him come to the plate if I were pitching. They know he knows how to drive in runs. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up. One out and a runner on second base. Chopped toward the second baseman. Merrifield picks it up. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Castellanos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
Does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I just won't call for the same look.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here comes the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
The windup and the 0-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's down to third. And that's the second out. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Mikey Mata.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Owings. And the inning is over. In now, Grayson Greenier. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The catcher, Grayson.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes in here right at 260. 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. In there, and it's 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now at the plate, Dawah Lugo.
Dawah.
Second shot now. He doubled to start
Lugo.
out the home first. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. First. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Next for the Tigers, Jordy Mercer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jordy Mercer.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Cuthbert has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in.
For the Tigers, the first baseman, Miguel.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Castellanos, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swung on and chopped down the line at 3rd. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
The center fielder, number 8, Mikey Lawson.
In now, Mikey Matuk. And he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curved there, and that's out number 2.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Number 17.
At the plate, Grayson Greenier comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they go down without a whimper. Ready for another chance? Jeimer Candelario. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Rickards under it. 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Jordy Mercer. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Jordy Mercer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And quickly, there are 2 away. Now batting, John Hicks. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The designated hitter, John Hicks.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield scoops it up. Oh, what a stop. What a play. Three thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. At the plate, Kristen Stewart. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping into the box, Mikey Mata. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Owings has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box, Grayson Greenier. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Owings moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready now, Jeimer Candelario starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Count 0-2.
Pitch popped up. Mondesi is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Darwin Lugo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Lugo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordy Mercer. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Line drive to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Kansas City Royals. Until the very end. Buzz Shorty with his 4th win this season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Matthew Boyd was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Kansas City Royals, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 20 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the New York Mets and the Kansas City Royals. The Mets look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep next. Buzz Shorty is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Leading off the afternoon
now
for
to the
Mets,
plate, the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil. He carries
6.
the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Owings moving forward. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
The third baseman.
Here's Jed Lowry now. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield brings it in. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. Here's Robbie Cano now. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Just underway here in Kansas City. And a wide one here for ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is...
Cano connects as this is to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So the bases are clear now following the home run. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. 0-1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have the knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Pulled toward right center field. Rickard is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Next up for New York, Dominic Smith. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 22, Dominic Smith. Hey!
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful. Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
A
high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Popped him up. O'Hearn moving to his left. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's 1 away now. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next for the Mets, Jed Lowry. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jed Lowry.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over.
We're back now as the Royals line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fouled off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Duvall will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Rickard is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Striding in once again, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Dominic Smith.
In there, strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Now batting, the catcher, Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop.
Here's Echeverria now.
Echeverria.
No balls and a strike to count. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
That's a ball.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
1-2.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again. 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. lifted in the air out towards left center. Owings on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Keon Broxton, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Mondesi ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Jed Lowry. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And get your groove on. It's into the party porch for a home run. Robinson Cano will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit well again down the right field line. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Here's your one at Cespedes.
The left fielder.
So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 2 runs come across. Eric Skoglund is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start. And the score finishes 4-1 today. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left
MLB The Show's coverage of Saturday Night Baseball is on the air from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Kansas City hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next.
Play ball. Out.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Dero, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to short. Mondesi picks it up. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He went deep in the contest last night. Here it comes.
Ramirez.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Duvall has a beat on it. And the inning is over. Tribe turned away.
Leading off for the Indians, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Ready with another 0-2. And he got him.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And, guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton. A pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
And he takes strike two.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Bonifacio is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike three. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score.
Back now at Progressive Field, home of the Indians, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year.
He's safe. He's out.
Digging in now, Leonis Martin, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. He pops it up, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and another foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. O'Hearn has got it, and the side is retired. Make it 9. Leading off the inning, DJ LeMahieu, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the San Diego area native, Bradley Zimmer. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Right side. Merrifield picks it up. And there's out number 2. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ramirez.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ballgame, and that ends the inning. Down in with Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's Carlos Santana now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hard on the ground to first. O'Hearn is right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Indians go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Leonis Martin. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Mondesi scoops it up, and that's out number 1. Trace Thompson digs in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hot shot down the line. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Perez, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. One left for the Tribe. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Bradley Zimmer. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here. This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Now batting.
So now Carlos Santana fouled away.
Santana.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Lindor stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted in the air to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
1-2.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Leonis Martin. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the first baseline. O'Hearn has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Trace Thompson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Trace Thompson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. KC leads this one 7-0. Kevin McCarthy will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 61, Kevin McCarthy.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Royals took the lead in the 4th and held on.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Now from the longtime home of the Royals, day baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Buzz Shorty is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at one of the top pitchers in the game. He has a career ERA in the low ones, so he's been doing his thing for a long time, and boy, it sure makes it a lot easier on your offense when you know, heck, you go out and score 2 runs, you've got a pretty good chance to win a game when this guy's on the mound.
Leading
now
off
at the plate, Robbie Grossman.
Oakland.
He will lead
right
this one
fielder,
off today.
Robbie Grossman.
First pitch on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Merrifield scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. Look at his stats. He's got almost 100 runs batted in. Obviously, he's having a nice year in that category. You know, anytime you get near 100 or to 100, that's a big season, no matter who you are. He'll look to add to his total in this one today.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Cuthbert fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. Has 2 hits in 11 trips for the series so far.
Chris Davis.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's taken for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Popped him up. Merrifield is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they breeze through this. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count remains at 0-2.
I'm out.
And he'll step off. Another 0-2 home. Just hung in there on that one.
Are you serious right here? This is becoming a joke. 8 foul balls in a row. This guy is in auto swing mode. This pitcher could throw this thing anywhere, and he's pulling the trigger on it.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Pinder, originally from the state of Virginia, he was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
2-1 the count. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Here's Robbie Grossman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop Mondesi. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Number 22.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bonifacio's in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2 one more time. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Striding in, Matt Chapman, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Popped him up. Merrifield shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 15 up. Here's Jurickson Profar. First time up, he went down looking.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Duvall is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Ready with the 0-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now he'll step off. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. fastball. Close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey.
2-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 4-0. Next up for the A's, Robbie Grossman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
The batter, number 22.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. This is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. No hits to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Standing in, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Hard hit ball to short. Mondesi brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Back up the middle. Merrifield brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
So striding forward now, Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And another foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
So striding in, Marcus Semien. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Jurickson Profar, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Jurickson Profar.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the 9th, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Kevin McCarthy answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
4-0 to score this afternoon. The Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Buzz Shorty earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he struck out 13 in this one. Marco Estrada was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Kansas City, Missouri and Kauffman Stadium. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball is next. Buzz Shorty will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? You have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
So coming to the plate, John Hicks. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matt. Game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. And there's one away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hamilton. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Stepping in, Nicholas Castellanos. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Nick Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield picks it up, and that's the second out. Set to go now, Kristen Stewart, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Fielder, number 14.
Throw over to third, and he'll get back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Mercer at third with 2 away.
Ball 1.
Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1 and 2. The set and the 1-2 on the ground to third. Dozier picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're able to get the runner to third in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata.
Leading off for the Tigers, the center fielder, Mikey Mata.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Here's another 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. He's got it 1 away.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Dozier is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Next up for Detroit, Grayson Greenier. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. On the ground to the left side. Dozier brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And a step off. Now here it comes. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. Got him.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Batting 9.
In now, Ronnie Rodriguez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
There's a base hit on the line.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Home half of the 3rd coming.
We're back now as the Royals line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kristen Stewart, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Bonifacio. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Mikey Matuk to bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here comes another 0-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Settling in now, Nico Goodrum, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down at the plate, Grayson Greenier. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Number 17, Grayson Greenier.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
This pitch is popped up, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks.
Now batting, the designated hitter, John.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Tiger. Here's Jordy Mercer now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield scoops it up. And there's out number 2. Up next steps Kristen Stewart.
The batter, number 14.
Here comes the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Fastball just missed above the zone. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Merrifield brings it in. Oh, look at the dive. Hey now. Digging in to try it again, Mikey Matuk. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Coming to the plate now, Nico Goodrum. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
That evens it up. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
The catcher, number 17, Grayson.
Standing in now, Grayson Greenier. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Now another 0-2. And another foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. The next 0-2. Hit on the ground, and that is off the first base bag. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Mondesi picks it up. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair, and this is still a nothing ballgame. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, John Hicks. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding into the box, Jordy Mercer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first. Lock the guy up with it.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Nick Castellanos now.
The right fielder, number 9. Nick Castellanos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No runs on 6 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bonifacio's under it, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. Into the box now, Kristen Stewart. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Number 14.
First delivery to him on the way. To third. Dozier scoops it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in, Mikey Matza. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last. That game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Kansas City Royals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Buzz Shorty earns win number 7 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Drive home safely.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.